Let's be real. In the age of AI, the old career playbook is, well, it's pretty much obsolete. The real question isn't if your job is going to change, but how you're going to adapt to stay not just relevant, but essential. So this explainer is all about future-proofing your career. We're not just talking about surviving, we're talking about thriving. Let's jump right in.
Now, just so you know, the strategies we're about to cover come straight from a fantastic deep dive report by Virtualization Options LLC. This is actually part 7 of our look into their findings, and we're zeroing in on the practical steps you can take right now. Of course, this is just a slice of the pie, so if this stuff really clicks with you, I highly recommend checking out their full report.
Okay, first things first, we have to completely reframe the conversation. So many people are stuck asking, will AI take my job? And honestly, that question is driven by fear, not strategy. A much more powerful, much more empowering question to ask yourself is, how can I make my career AI-proof? And that, my friends, is exactly what we're going to figure out today.
So, let's start with the blueprint for resilience. What does an AI-proof career even look like? And spoiler alert, it's not about building walls to keep technology out. It's about fundamentally rethinking your value in a world where AI is just part of the team. This slide right here, this might be the most important mindset shift you can make. Trying to compete with AI on things like speed, raw data processing, or repetitive tasks, that is a race you are eventually going to lose. The winning strategy? It's all about complementing AI. It's about leaning into the things that make us human, our creativity, our critical judgment, our intuition, and then using AI as an incredible tool to amplify those exact strengths.
So what are these uniquely human skills? The research points to these 4 pillars of a resilient career. First, creativity and innovation, coming up with the new ideas. Second, emotional intelligence, connecting with people, understanding them. Third, complex problem solving, for those messy, ambiguous challenges that don't have a clear answer. And finally, leadership and culture building. And please, don't think of these as soft skills. In the age of AI, these are your core competitive advantages.
But it's not all about the human-centric skills. That's only half of the equation. You also need a new kind of technical skill set. And no, I'm not talking about everyone needing to become a machine learning engineer. We're talking about becoming an effective AI collaborator.
The report calls this technical adaptability, which I think is a perfect term. The goal here isn't to become an AI expert. It's about having enough technical fluency to work with AI effectively. You need to understand what it's good at, what it's bad at, and where you can team up to create something amazing. Think of yourself less as a coder and more as a savvy partner. So how do you build this adaptability? Well, the report breaks it down into 4 really clear steps. First, just basic AI literacy. Understand the core ideas. Second, get your hands dirty. Gain proficiency with the actual AI tools that are relevant in your field. Third, and this one is absolutely crucial, develop your data interpretation skills so you can critically evaluate what the AI spits out. Never just trust it blindly. And finally, figure out how to weave these tools into your daily workflow to actually make you better at your job. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like in the real world? Let's take a look at 3 different archetypes of people who have successfully navigated this shift by embracing AI, not running from it. Check these out. You've got Maria, the technical amplifier, who used AI coding assistants to literally double her productivity. Then there's James, the cross-functional connector, who used his deep industry knowledge to be the human bridge between the tech teams and the business side. And then you have Aisha, the creative synthesizer, who used AI to brainstorm and prototype at lightning speed, but then applied her own unique human taste to get to the final product. See the pattern? They didn't replace their skills, they evolved them with AI. All right, our final point is a big one. And it might be the most important because it's a trap that goes against decades of what we've all been told is good career advice. The report puts it so well. Over-specialization in narrow technical skills that AI can replicate is the new career vulnerability. Wow. For years, the advice was to niche down, to become the go-to expert in one very specific thing. But if that one thing is a task that an AI can learn to do, you're actually making yourself vulnerable. The key is to specialize in a broad, strategic capability, not a narrow, repeatable task. So, from now on, you need to think about your skill set like a diversified investment portfolio. Yeah, your core domain knowledge is still the foundation. That's essential. But you have to balance it out with other things. Adjacent capabilities, those human-centered skills we talked about, and a broad strategic perspective. That's the mix that builds real, lasting career resilience. You can't put all your eggs in one basket anymore.
And this really brings us to the final, powerful takeaway. Your career is no longer a ladder you climb step by step. It's a portfolio that you actively manage, that you invest in. So the big question I want to leave you with is this. What's your next investment? What new skill, what new capability, or what new perspective are you going to add to your portfolio to make sure you're not just ready for the future, but you're one of the people building it? Thanks for tuning in.